Hey everyone, I'm back. I didn't come back and answer the questions that I was going to do earlier because little miss here has kept me busy all night, but I just got ready for bed, just washed my face, and I'm getting ready to go to bed. And I was going to do a little recording for a friend and client of mine named Michelle for her daughter to teach her how to clear her energy. So I thought that I would just record it here and then send that over to her. So I wanted to teach everybody, a lot of you have kids that are very sensitive. They wake up with night tremors, they have nightmares, they think that there's something under their bed, they think there's something in their closet, and there probably is. Not to freak you out, it's not like a monster or anything, but you know, they feel energy more than more than average kids. All these kids that are like age 10, 11 and under, they're very, very sensitive. So even if dad's bringing home energy that's like super angry energy, maybe from a coworker, they're going to feel that almost like it's a being that's in the house. They don't know the difference between emotions and it actually being an actual being. So say someone's bringing home a real angry energy from work, or a brother or sister is bringing home maybe energy from one of the kids that they go to school with that's abused or something. That energy is going to translate into your child's field as a monster or something like that, because that's what their consciousness carries in it is, oh no, there's a monster in the closet, when really it's probably just emotions or feelings that are floating around the house that they don't have defense mechanisms for, and they don't have the ability to process them because they just haven't had many life experiences, so they think it's a monster. So if you have kids that are very sensitive and they tend to be afraid a lot of things, I wanted to give you like a really easy clearing technique to do for them. You as their parent can do it for them. I usually say if the kids are under like 15 or it's actually about 12, as long as they're under age 12, you can do healing and clearing on them whenever you want. But over that age, you want to ask their permission and stuff like that. So obviously Madison's not, 10 weeks old, so I can clear her when I want to. So what you're going to do is prior to going in and saying goodnight to the kids, what you'll want to do is just kind of tune into your higher self. Because if you're tuned into your higher self, then basically you can use your imagination to clear things. It's called quantum clearing or quantum healing. Hello, I love your hearts. Anyway, so why don't you say hi if you have kids? Or actually we're all in different time zones, so I guess never mind. I was thinking that maybe right now a lot of people would be putting their kids to bed and I could wait, but I'll just go ahead and kind of take you through the technique right now, and then I'm in the process of filming a bunch of kids videos and I'll be putting them onto YouTube soon. It's just finding the time to film these between her and husband and work and all that, so anyway, what I want you to do is to go into your room first before you go into your kids' room to say goodnight, or you can clear them without even going in there. But just kind of close your eyes, and I want you to if you've seen any of my other videos, I refer to our energy field as a snow globe. So I want you to kind of imagine what your snow globe looks like right now. What color are your snowflakes? Your physical body is the statue in the middle. Your spirit or your soul is inside right here. And then your higher self is above you, about 2 feet above, and then you have 12 layers of self. So the highest self is about 62 feet up. That's your creator self. That's like your God self. So anyways, what I want you to do is just kind of tune into your energy right now and just take a few deep breaths in your nose and out your mouth. And I want you to take your awareness down to this area right here, your soul center. And just as you're breathing in through your nose, imagine that you're breathing into this area instead. So breathing in, and it's expanding it. So it's like you're breathing in light, expanding that area, and then as you breathe out, you're breathing out the stress from today, you're breathing out any disconnects between you and your soul, you and the divine. Any energies that you've picked up from the grocery store, kids' school, soccer games, softball games, anything. You picked up energy from other people because you're all empaths, and the world is getting the point now, since the dimensions are shifting, we're going up into a higher dimensional planes where everybody's empaths now. So you're not so special if you're an empath anymore, but now if you're an empath before, now you're like a super empath. So it's very important that you start learning tools on how to clear your energy so that you can stay sane as the planet continues to shift. So anyways, just continue to breathe in light as your bubble expands, and then breathe out anything that doesn't serve you, and then breathe in again. Allow your bubble to expand. Breathe out anything that does not serve you. And then what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that you have a root or a tube or something coming from your tailbone, wherever you're sitting or laying. And just imagine that this tube goes all the way down through the floor, down through the foundation, all the way down into the center of the earth, and it just kind of goes and like locks on into the center of the earth. And then the earth's energy in the middle, Mother Earth, Gaia, the unconditional love of source that's in our planet, begins to go up, kind of like, it's almost like the gas when you're siphoning the gas tank, you know, it's like all of a sudden it's just like all the energy from the center of the earth is pumping up through this tube, enters in near your tailbone, starts to pour down your legs, fills up your legs, your feet, filling up your hips. And just feel yourself relax. All this energy is going to ground you to the earth. It's going to relax you. It's going to raise your vibration so much that it'll just release stupid little energies that you've picked up throughout the day. So just allow that to continue to go out through your hips. Up through the solar plexus area, your stomach, your lower back, all the way up through your soul center. That's going to fill that bubble you just expanded. Then up through your heart, your shoulders, spills down into your arms, up through your neck, your face, your head. And then the energy shoots all the way up out of your crown chakra and starts spilling out into your snow globe. So that gets all filled up with the earth's energies. And now I want you to just kind of take your awareness and feel what your energy feels like. You can scan over your physical body, and just, if you're drawn to a certain area in your body, just, I'm always drawn to this area right here. I just ask it, why are you tight? What's your deal? And I hear anger, and I go, okay. So I'm going to ask that I be sent an energy, that I breathe in an energy that will transmute that anger. So I'm going to breathe in and then breathe out, and boom, it's gone. See? So, oh my gosh, the light brightened up on its own. It does that when the guides start coming in. So that could be my anger, that could be someone else's anger, that could be anyone's anger, really, especially being on Periscope now. I'm noticing that I'm having a lot of people's energy attaching to me that I probably don't even know and never will know. A lot of people were a little upset that I couldn't answer all their questions for them, but I mean, there was like 300 of them, so I just have to let that go. I can't answer 300 questions for free on Periscope. It'll take weeks, but anyways. So just kind of go and see if you're drawn to another part of your body. And I'm drawn up here to the side of my head, and I hear Jeff, which is my husband. So I'm just going to ask that I breathe in an energy that will transmute this. So, and then breathe out, and it's gone. So you can keep doing that for a while. What you're wanting to do is you're wanting to release all the energies that are in your field before you go and step into your child's field and start protecting their energy. You don't want to spill out anything from your field into theirs, which, I mean, you're with them all the time, so obviously your energies are combined, but when you start tuning into someone's actual energy, their actual snow globe, you're going in there. So if you're like a swamp thing going into their energy, you're going to leave some swamp stuff in their field. So just doing this, and then all you have to do after you've kind of scanned over your body is just say, I now ask my higher self to remove anything that's not for my child's or my highest and best good. And then just take a deep breath in. And then release it. So then you can go into your kid's room, or you can do the exercise from your room. What I want you to do is I want you to ask your higher self, who's 2 feet above you, to drop down into your field. You can see it as a big version of you, just kind of dropping into your body. I see mine as a big blue ball, so I'm going to call in my higher self. I'm going to call in the blue bubble. It's going to come down to right here. And then just allow it to expand out as big as my field. So now I am my higher self. So any thoughts I have in my mind, anything I visualize, it will manifest. So it's called as above, so below, the law of correspondence, quantum healing. So by tuning into this greater aspect of you, you're actually pulling it into your body. You can use your mind to imagine things away. It's really cool. And a lot quicker than doing things like Reiki and running energy and things like that. So what I want you to do is I want you to imagine your child's room in front of you as a box. Okay, so it's like you can see it as a dollhouse, or you can see it as like, sometimes I see it as a blueprint, you know, where a house is drawn out and you can look down on it. Right now I'm just seeing Madison's room as kind of like this box, and this box represents her room and any energy in it. If I see slime, usually that's like emotional energy. If I see little spinning energy vortexes, it's usually emotions and feelings that are kind of floating around the house. If I see beings standing in the room, there's beings in there. So just kind of in your mind, just visualize your child's room. And just notice what you notice. And then what I want you to do is say, I now will my higher self to clear their space of anything that's not for their highest and best good. And you can see a vacuum, you can see a hose, you can see, I usually see like a sifter come in and just go whoosh and take out anything that's not for her highest and best good, including beings, entities, monsters in the closet, whatever. So just kind of imagine this sifter going through and taking anything that's in the room or in that box into the light. And then from a portal way up 62 feet above you, that's your source self, I want you to imagine a big golden and silverish, like metallic-y type box that goes and drops down right on top of the room. And it's just going to fuse in with the room, clear out anything that's not for their highest and best good. It's going to ground their room to the earth. And this is one of my elemental healing shapes that I teach to the kids. This is actually linked in with Archangel Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, and Ariel. And it's also linked in with the Trinity energy, and it's not necessarily Christian energy. It's the divine feminine, masculine, and intelligence energy. So it's linked in with their guardian angel. It's linked in with their archangels and with the divine. So you're going to pull this box down over their room and just wait for it to fuse together. And then in your mind, you're going to imagine their bed, or like a crystal kind of healing table or a bed or something. And I want you to imagine your child, this sounds really weird, as a mannequin, okay? And this mannequin may have little tubes coming out of it, or cords, or slime, or dirt. This mannequin, again, through the law of correspondence, represents your child and their energy field. So what you're going to do is, in your mind, you're going to ask that anything be removed from them that's harming them, any energy that doesn't belong to them. And you're going to ask that source energy send down an energy onto this mannequin that just instantly clears out anything that's making it dirty. You don't need to know what these things represent. As you get better at this, you'll say, hey, I saw that grime on their knee last time. I wonder what that means. And you can start to communicate with this and say, what do you mean? Oh, they had regret, they had fear. Oh, okay, well, let's get something to remove the fear from their field. And you call that in from source. You'll see an energy come down. It'll release it, and then you go to the next thing. But for now, you're just cleaning them. I have one girl, it's funny that she actually goes in with a big, huge, in her mind, Windex and sprays her kid down and wipes him down. So you're just going to watch as the mannequin gets cleaned. You can, in your mind, flip them over, clean their back. Madison's got a big tube in her solar plexus in her back for some reason. Not sure where that came from. So just remove that. Made her squirm just now doing that. And then when the mannequin's clean, you can come out of your little meditative state of imagining this room with your child and just say, calling in my child's higher self to protect them, guide them, and lead them. I ask that they only remember what's for their highest and best good when they wake in the morning, and that their higher self, the divine, and the angels keep their vibration high and their dreams beautiful, or something like that. No, just whatever. But anyways, so that's basically all you have to do. If you've got like 5 kids, do it 5 times, but you can literally, hello, hi, I can't see who that is. Hey, is that Tiffany? Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Caleb, how are you? Hopefully you can do this exercise. Now, if you don't have kids, if you're practically a kid, not saying you're a kid, Caleb, but you know, you're young compared to me by about 20 years. You can actually imagine yourself as the one on the healing table. You can imagine yourself as the one, and you can imagine that room as your own room and call in this big, huge golden silver cube that represents all of these divine beings. It's called sacred geometry, but I've made it into, I call them sacred shapes. Of course you have guides, silly. Everybody has guides. And I did a thing earlier on that too, so go ahead and look at the replay too, and I put the replay on YouTube as well. But anyway, so yeah, this is a little nightly ritual that I do on myself. I do it on Jeff, and then I do it on Madison. And when we're lucky enough to have my stepdaughter here, she lives in Oklahoma, we do this every night on her, and she's learned how to do it on herself now. So I'm going to teach, yeah, you have a zebra. They're called totem animals. Look it up online, zebra totem animals. Anyway, so hopefully that helped. If that helped anyone, you want to hit the screen or let me know you're still there. I can't really tell if anybody's even online anymore, if this is even recording. Oh, yay! Hearts, thank you. And in a minute, can you speak to the guides? How do you know which guides you call in or that are around you? So, is that Julie? The guides, the healing modality that I channel, it's called elemental healing, and those are the elemental healing shapes. It's called a morphogenic field. It's kind of like a hard drive in the sky. How how do I explain it? Like Reiki has its own hard drive, so anyone that gets attuned to Reiki kind of gets plugged into that. And elemental healing and the source code healing that I've channeled and I'm starting to teach now has its own morphic field. So the way that the guides have set it up is that metallic cube that I just taught you guys about is the archangels on like the north, south, east, and west on each side of the room, even if the room's not a square. The Trinity energy, divine, feminine, masculine, and Christ, or intelligence instead of Christ. And I'm not trying to be religious or anything, even though I do have Christian beliefs. And their guardian angel come in and their higher self. So just by calling in this cube and actually visualizing it coming down over the room and like locking in, and you can actually kind of just imagine, let your imagination run wild. You'll see like black goop flying out, smoke, spirits jumping ship, you know, stuff like that. But just allow your imagination to run wild. That's the way that you're going to start connecting with your guides and angels and stuff like that. But the way that I've set up the exercise here, you want to talk to the ones, they all know you since you're little. They all know you since before you were born. You guys knew each other before you were on the planet. So the only guides that I'll connect people with are the ones that you'll pretty much be with your entire life. I think, Caleb, I connected you with one named Joseph that said, that's out. As soon as I cleared her, she was like, out. She's so sensitive to energy that if I don't clear her every night, she won't sleep. Yeah, Joseph will be with you for 3 years. He's not a master guide. He's more like a past life teacher from a past life. So I was very hesitant about hooking you up with him. Yeah, just talk to him. You need to download the meditations. Spend $1. Spend $2 on one of the meditations on my website that's like Meet Your Spirit Guide. And do one of the meditations and he will come in and you'll see him. You're the year of the pig. You guys are extremely clairsentient where you can feel energy. You're clairvoyant if you allow yourself to use your imagination. So just allow yourself to use your imagination, and the more you clear your energy using techniques like this or the ones on the website, the more you're going to see your guides. But if you're trying to see your guides through fog and mist and everyone else's energy, then... Oh, no, I'm not going to connect to him now. I told you that you could schedule a reading with one of the girls that I've trained. I can't just keep, doing lots of readings for you. But, they're as little as like $50. I'll hook you up with someone. So, anyways, but yeah, those are all your guides. I wanted to help you out because you sound very excited and eager to learn. But the meditation, seriously, I taught myself everything. I didn't take classes. You can learn on your own. You're highly intuitive. You're a very strong medium. You just need a little bit of direction, and all those things are there. And same with everybody else that's probably watching this. I mean, really all we need is a little bit of education and a little bit of guidance. And that's, yeah. Hey, Jules. I think that we have an appointment coming up here soon, don't we? Are you the one with the dad, the Hawaii 5-0 guy? I call him Hawaii 5-0 because he has the blue button shirt. And it reminds me of like a Hawaiian shirt, but, okay. I was actually, and this sounds crazy, when I'm in the shower, and they can't see our physical bodies, but when I'm in the shower, it's like the water is a conductor. So obviously I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Periscope, I'm not on Twitter, I'm not like, texting with clients. That's when my higher self starts like downloading information, and my higher self made it very clear that he was around today. So he's definitely excited to talk to you, and he's a very, very happy guy. So I'm super excited to connect with you. I like it when I connect with people and their loved ones on the other side are super happy. So just know he's super happy and he loves you so much, and he's super polite too. He's not harassing me and bugging me the way that a lot of people do. A lot of people, they meet me and they think I'm the only person on the planet that can connect with their loved ones. I'm talking about spirits, and they literally harass me. And then it also happens with people too. That's why I have Marla. I call her my bulldog. So, anyways, I'd be working 24/7 if I didn't have Marla, because I really want to help everybody, but I'm a human and there's limits. So I have to have time to myself to rest. So anyways, I hope you guys like that. Sorry to ramble on, but glad to talk to you guys. Yay. Seriously, like, I don't know what I would do. Like, I don't know if it's Jules or Julie, but like, if something happened to my dad, I would oh my God, I would die. My dad and I wrote a book together. It's called Answers Heaven Speaks. It's on Amazon, or I think you can go onto my website and there's a link there, and you can get it. It's him and I wrote it together. It's about what it's like on the other side. So you should totally get it. I think that it would maybe help with you being at peace with your dad. And Caleb, you should get it too. I think it's like $8 or $9 or something on Amazon. I think it's even cheaper on Create Space if you go on there. If you guys were local, I'd totally give you one, but I don't think you are. So, yeah, it's called Answers Heaven Speaks by Marisa and Joseph Morris. And me and my dad channeled together for it starting in 2012. He wanted to make sure that I wasn't being taken over by demons after my out-of-body experience when I crashed my car. I was a mortgage broker before and started seeing auras and all this stuff and just really taught myself about everything. And in this time, I've been able to really refine the energies, and I can see like a lot. I can see all the way up to the 12th dimension, like very clearly, as if my eyes are open and I'm seeing these things. So I've been given the ability to really know what's good and what's trying to trick us. And yeah, totally. Just say, hey, Joseph, how's it going? Step into my energy and show me what it feels like when you're here, and just feel, because you're more of a feeler. So you can ask him. And again, like I said, there's so many $1 meditations, like spend the dollar, okay? Or even the meditation that's on my website, do it and you will see them. Those meditations are channeled. I do them during classes, and everybody that takes class, I don't know if anyone, Tiffany or Mike, and if you're on here, but there's some people that have taken my classes where it's like they didn't think that they were intuitive or clairvoyant or anything, and they see their guides like every single time when they come to class. And so all those energies are infused into the meditations that I have on my website in the little store. Oh, thank you. Who is that? Laura? Oh, thank you. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, Laura. Hey, Laura. Oh my God, I need to put the outfit on her. My mommy has all the answers. I think I'll put it on her tomorrow. It's going to start to fit her. But yeah, I'll definitely do that. So yeah, I totally forget to tell you guys about our book, but yeah, the book's good and explains about the other side. And if you have Christianity in your background, it kind of, the first title of it was Bridging the Gap Between Christianity and Spirituality. And then we switched it to Answers Heaven Speaks, because the Christians wouldn't buy it, the spiritual people wouldn't buy it. But it's my story, it's my dad's story, it's how I learned to have these abilities, how he dealt with it as a Christian dad, and then like a lot of like testimonials, and my dad kind of proving that what we're doing is not evil. And then we have a couple other books called The Bible Speaks, where I'm actually channeling the apostles, and they're teaching a bunch of like new age stuff that like you learn like when you take classes on chakras and stuff. The book that's coming out next is actually, I channeled John from Revelations, and I've never read the Bible, so the stuff that comes out of my mouth, it's like, oh my God, how'd I know that? But the book's not about the Bible, it's more about ascension and clearing your energy and building abilities. And you try your hardest to get chills sometimes. Yeah, chills are usually them, but you know, you don't have to try. Just clear your energy and call in your guides. You'll see. I see your guides. They're kind of laughing because your mind gets in the way, but it's okay. It's okay. You're young, and even if we are old like me, our minds just love to get in the way. So anyway, guys, I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Time will allow. One of my besties and I are getting together tomorrow, and she's an amazing clairvoyant and channel, and we're going to channel lots of information on how to connect with all the 12 layers of our field. Oh yeah, meditate, but do the guided meditation, because you won't be able to do silent meditation and you won't be able to connect to anything. You need to do the guided meditations where I'm leading you up into the upper planes so that you can connect with your guides. If you just meditate from down here, it's like trying to connect to somebody on the top of a skyscraper by sitting down in the center of like New York City, like meditating. It's like you need to get in the elevator, you need to go up, you need to have your bodyguards take you through the lower astral plane so that stuff doesn't jump onto you like earthbounds and stuff like that. And then yeah, exactly. And I teach meditation, and that's everybody. Everybody thinks they don't know how to do it, and they think their mind gets in the way. So once you get up to the upper planes, in your imagination, you're now at a frequency where the guides are like, oh, now we can talk to them, because they can scream down from above, but you know, we can't hear them if we're down here. So you have to do the meditations, go in the glass elevator that I take you in, you go up, and you may feel like you're imagining it, but it's going to work. Believe me, anyone that's watching this, it's not just Caleb, but try the free meditation if you don't want to spend the dollar on the meditations I have on there. But I have a free one on the front page where it's like filling your love gas tank or something, grounding yourself. Maybe I'll put one for like cord cutting or something like that on there for free too. But my niece is going to help me with that as soon as we get her a computer. So anyway, I am going to go now. My husband's waiting for a healing after a long week of work. So now that I have a passed out baby, after having her healing, she was like out. So anyways, love you guys, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Say bye, Madison. Say bye, everybody. I love you. Bye. She's out. Yeah, no, you don't watch them. You download them. There's audio ones. So just go to www.discoverintuition.com. There's a meditation on the front, and then there's a store where you can go there and you can download like a Meet Your Spirit guide or something like that meditation. Just buy the cheapest one that says something about a guide. I don't remember which ones are on there. And my niece helped me upload the other 110 that I have from all the other classes I've taught. But they're really good. They're really good and worth it. So sometimes you hear my dog snoring in the background and little things like that. They're not professional, and that's why I made them really cheap. But it has all of the guides and the attunements infused into it, so you'll actually feel the energy. All right? Okay, my husband's going to fall asleep. I got to get him while he's still awake and heal him. Hey, silly. Hi, silly. Okay. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Somebody's awake. Okay, bye. Good luck, Caleb. Let me know how it goes. See you tomorrow.